Good morning. It is the start of a new week, Monday, third week of school, and I am exhausted. I had a great Sunday. I slept in until 10:30, and then the rest of the day was kind of slow but very productive, and I felt like it was the most kind of Sunday reset I've ever had and felt ready to attack the week. Went to bed around 10:30. Laid there for a while, couldn't go to sleep, so got up and read for a little bit more. Went back to sleep, couldn't go to sleep. I ended up finishing a book I started yesterday called The Paris Library. I have the book jacket right here. I finished this in one night and I went to bed at 1:30 a.m. So it is now 8:52 and I'm trying to hustle to hurry up and get downstairs and eat a quick breakfast before I start my day. But I'm exhausted. Not the way I wanted to start my week. Also, if you're new here, my name is Katherine and I am currently a third-year PhD candidate studying modern European history at Ohio State University, and I'm just going to take you guys along for maybe a day in my life, days in my life, week in my life. We'll see how the week turns out. I really never know how much I'm going to end up filming. Alright, I am off to school. I've had a mildly productive morning.
You're gonna walk there and walk back?
Yeah, I am.
Well, if you don't get a ride, text me and I'll track you.
I have double socks on. Yes, I'm walking to school even though it snowed yesterday because I really hate paying for parking. And this way, when I have children, I could be like, back in my day, I walked 2 miles in the snow to school. I have my warm gloves. I have a podcast called Drafting the Past, and we are out. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, welcome to Tuesday. I have been working for a few hours but just took a short lunch break. Today has already been pretty productive. I started off with a trip to the grocery store and got lots of stuff. Particularly, I got things for 2 new recipes I'm going to try out this week, so I'm debating which one I want to try out today. I think I'm going to try out the one with the avocado because I feel like every time I buy avocados at the grocery store, the next day they are no longer good. So gonna use it and eat it while I know it is still good. And then I have been working on revising a conference draft. Yesterday, did not really like where I was going, but feel confident with some good edits today. And now I'm gonna spend the afternoon doing some Australia research. I still need to prep for that trip. And I'm trying to find some new avenues for archives that I can use, and in particular on my last chapter, which is on domestic violence after the war. So I'm going to see if reading some secondary literature helps at all to kind of get an idea of places that I could look for that. That is all I have right now. I've got to get back to work. I have a nice apple cider and I'm very cozied up. Good morning, it's Wednesday. I honestly don't remember what I filmed last night. Probably nothing. I had a delicious dinner. I have been using this new app my mother-in-law suggested called Meal Lime. There's only one L though. And basically it has a ton of different recipes and you can create your own meal plan, and then it automatically creates a grocery list for you every week, which was super helpful. And so I did my first recipe last night, which was this cilantro lime rice burrito bowl. I don't like cilantro, so there's no cilantro, but it had rice that had a bunch of lime juice in it with roasted cauliflower, black beans, corn, and avocado, and it was delicious. But today's Wednesday. I was supposed to be on campus at 9 a.m. and we just decided not to do that because the weather's gross, I didn't sleep well, and I was not about to walk to school in the snow and the rain. So I do still have to go to campus for a department meeting later today and for a job talk. So I might end up driving. We shall see what I'm feeling like and how much I want to spend money on parking. First up, for the next few hours this morning, I am gonna take a break from the conference paper and redirect my attention to 2 grants. So I'm gonna spend 1 hour working on one that's due on March 1st, and then 1 hour working on another one that's also due on March 1st. So I don't know if I told you, but I got an iPad for Christmas and it is truly the greatest thing ever. I think I might do a video soon about, do you need an iPad for a PhD program? The short answer is no, but also yes. I've survived thus far without one, but I am loving it. So I'm just gonna edit it on here because I've really been loving editing PDFs and Word documents in Notability, making comments, and then editing on my computer. I feel like I can just do a lot better of a job editing that way. Okay, I'm gonna get to work. I'm also gonna join an accountability workshop actually in like 5 minutes because it's almost 10, and just work for the next few hours through lunch. And of course, he's on the move. He's getting up. He's ready to rumble.
You want me to get you the blankie? That's what you want?
Oh, he's so cute. Teddy, say hi to your fans. Okay, we are back. I changed clothes because I was wearing micro outfit, which is basically what Colleen called it. I was wearing my like huge baggy gray sweatpants, which I simply cannot wear to a department meeting or a job talk. It is, I think, slightly raining outside, but I really don't want to pay $20 for parking because tonight after the department meeting is trivia. So the parking would end up being like $20, and I would rather walk in the rain because it's only like 40 degrees outside, even though it was snowing overnight. So I think I'm gonna put on my rain boots, my little LL Bean boots, big coat, and bring an umbrella with me, and we are off to hear a very interesting job talk on, I don't know if I should be saying what the job talk is, but I'm excited for the job talk, and we'll see if this candidate ends up getting the job. Hello, it is Thursday. Again, don't know where I left off yesterday. I went to trivia with Justin and Colleen on campus, and we got third to last, which was not last and not even second to last. So I'm proud of us for our combined knowledge. Colleen was actually a trivia queen. She did very good in several of the categories, so it was good to have her knowledge there. Today, as you can see, I'm on campus. I braved the snow and walked to campus, and I've spent the last 2 hours working on revising my conference paper, working on a grant paper, and working on sending my advisor an email to write me a letter of recommendation. I'm going to leave though because I'm hungry and need lunch, but first I'm going to go mail some cards, some Christmas cards, even though it's almost February, and then this afternoon I think I'm gonna work on a paper proposal for another class. I'm here with Monsi. We're gonna have the debut. What are you working on?
I'm grading.
Thrilling stuff going on here at the 18th Street Library. I am glad I came to campus. I was in a very bad mood this morning because it was terrible weather and I don't like walking so far in the snow. But I do it to myself because I would rather walk in the snow than pay $20 for parking. All right, that's my update for this morning. Vlog update, I'm back home. I had lunch. I was gonna work on a paper proposal for this class that I'm in, but honestly I'm not in the headspace to do it, and I was really enjoying my newspaper research for Australia the other day and finding some really interesting stuff. So I'm just gonna do that for a little bit and hope to find some inspiration for one of my grant proposals. And into a very long and exhausting day. My eyes started hurting at the end of the workday, but I still got through some good material with my archival work and looking at Australian newspapers. I think it's really fun for me to start diving into that side of my project. And yeah, I am just finding things that are also helping me apply for one of my grants and frame my project in a new way, so that's exciting. So I just had soup for dinner since I had a bigger lunch, and I have been reading a new old book, The Color of Us, that Colleen lent me because I was in the market for a new book. I've been devouring books during the month of January because I am trying to spend less time on TikTok. I haven't had TikTok for almost 3 weeks now, and I'm trying not to get into the habit of substituting it with Instagram. I don't really have the same sort of like social media problem with YouTube. I'm able to watch those and not get stuck into too much of a time suck. However, I'm trying not to get into that with Instagram. So I'm reading lots of books. Maybe I'll do like a book review for the month of January. I think I've read 12 so far. For the rest of the night, I'm going to try and motivate myself to do some yoga. I have been good about doing it every day for the last week or so, and I don't want to get off of that. I think the most helpful thing I've done so far is just to start doing the yoga no matter what clothes I'm in. So I will probably do my yoga in this little grout fit with my giant gray sweatpants. But I will do my yoga and then probably just continue reading in bed. We finally made it to the end of the week. I finally changed out of my pajamas, which was very difficult. I'm tired. I read another book last night and went to bed. I mean, kind of late. I went to bed at like midnight and then I woke up at 8, so that's like 8 hours of sleep. But it apparently was not enough. So I'm trying to muster the energy to go down and eat breakfast and start working. I am not really sure what I'm going to work on today. I'm waiting for feedback on a conference draft from 2 different people, both who are very busy with life, so I'm not sure if I'm going to get that feedback. So I'm not really sure what I should do about that. If I just leave it as is, I have to email it to the conference organizers next week, so I still have another week. So I'll probably try and do some last edits on one of the grant applications and then turn my focus towards writing my proposal for this writing class that I'm in. We have to write, I'm not sure how many pages, but it's like a background section, a historiography section, a like sources section. So I need to get working on that. It is due next Thursday, and this weekend's going to be a little busy. Andrew's coming into town this evening for a funeral this weekend, so this weekend we'll spend lots of time with family, and I will try not to really work at all this weekend. So I'm going to try and get as much of that proposal done as I can today. Yesterday, I knew I was going to wake up feeling sick after I decided to walk to school, and when I walked home, it was still snowing, and I thought the snow was going to have stopped. So, all that to say, I'm not feeling well this morning. I can tell it's just from the weather, so I'm just gonna have a little cup of tea and see if that helps soothe my throat as I move into the workday. But I also need to edit tonight. I need to edit this very video right here. So we're gonna go down, eat breakfast, get to work, and then eventually start editing this video at the end of the day. Alright, the workday continues. I am moving on from working on my proposal. I have gotten some good question mark work done. We'll just say I've gotten some work done on it. And I really don't have the brain to do that. So I am going to switch back over to this systematic newspaper analysis that I've been doing. I'm trying to get a better sense of primary source materials in Australia. So I'm just using a keyword search of like mothers, babies, and then I have another search going of like maternity, child, and war, and seeing what things pop up. I'm finding some really interesting stuff about a lot of baby shows that were happening during the war in Australia, where women would literally bring their babies and have a contest for like who the most beautiful baby was or who was like the heaviest baby. So that's been very hilarious, and I'm finding some good little tidbits. It's also pointing me into new directions for where I should be looking for archival sources, like this newspaper I'm looking at right now. It talks about where are we? The Adelaide School for Mothers. So when I see something like that, I say to myself, okay, there was a school for mothers. Does this school have archival source material? Where can I find that? And that helps me kind of build up if things are online, and if not, where can I find them in Australia to prepare for my research trip this summer. Colleen is gone for the day. She's leaving this weekend to go visit her cousin out in California. So Teddy is gone, Colleen is gone. It's just me in the workplace, which means I'm about to turn on Australian Survivor to listen to in the background while I do this. I'm telling myself I'm just getting some cultural immersion before my trip so I can get used to the Australian accent. But really it's just because, as you guys know, I love Survivor and I just wanted to watch some new seasons. So I'm gonna do this until the end of the workday, and then I have a lot of things around the house I need to do. Dishes that have piled up, laundry, not super fun things, but things that just need to be done. I just want to take a moment to survey the state of my desk, which is tragic. Like, first of all, books, too many books, mug, cup, snacks, bowl that's been there for 2 days, more books. I'm in desperate need of a bigger desk, a like deeper desk, and I need more book storage space like immediately.